How's it going? December 1st, 2018. Out in the desert. Still plenty of sunshine. Still wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And it's going to be up in the upper 60s today. And we love it. Today I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about solar. I've learned a few things since we came out here. Number one, how much solar do you need? Well, back when we were up in Pennsylvania, I figured we were going to need approximately 200 watts of solar to keep our batteries charged. And I miscalculated. How? I didn't calculate how much we would be using while the sun was out charging. So we were coming to a negative number every day. So what I ended up doing was getting another 200 watts. Now I'm definitely using battery power and charging my batteries. So how did I come to the calculation of how much solar versus how much batteries I needed? I'll tell you how. First of all, we're in the strongest daylight area or strongest zone for solar. We're located in what they call zone 1. We get 6 hours of good chargeable light every day, at least 6 hours. With those 6 hours, 400 watts times 6 generates 2,400 watts. Okay, what do I do with 2,400 watts? I need to put it in a battery. But before I decide how many batteries I need to turn around and figure out how much does the batteries store. So what you do is you figure out the voltage times amp hours to figure out how many watts those batteries could store. Now in my case, hold on a second, I'm gonna have to pause here. Okay, where was I? Oh, that's right. How much do my batteries store? Well, my batteries stored 3,780 watts. So if I'm charging 2,400 watts into 3,700 watt capacity, I'm doing pretty good. I have the capacity there. But the thing about batteries that a lot of people forget is you don't use 100% of that capacity. If you did, you'd have dead batteries all the time. So the next calculation you're supposed to do is figure out what your usable wattage is. And what you do is you take 0.6 and multiply it by the total amount of wattage the batteries are capable for. So in my case, my total capacity was 3,780 watts, but only 60% is usable, or 40% is usable, multiplier 0.6. I need to be able to recharge 2,268 watts. So as you can see, my charging capacity of 2,400 watts is higher than my usable watts, which makes a good calculation for solar power. So that's a brief analogy of how our solar system is working. I am using 3 Group 31 batteries for storage and 400 watts of solar. So if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm not a genius at this. It just made more sense that before I made these changes, that I only had 1,200 watts, 2,500 watts of battery capacity, but I had 1,500 watts of usable, so I didn't even have enough solar to get my batteries back up to full charge. So that's how I came to these calculations. Plus, like I said, you got to have a little bit more in order to be able to use some of that energy during the day. It shouldn't, when you calculate solar, you shouldn't just calculate it just for the batteries. You should calculate it for what your daily use is and the batteries. And the only way to do that is to get yourself a kilowatt meter or something like that, and find out how many watts you're actually using during the day. So out here from downtown, no, out here from the desert of Quartzsite, Arizona, that's our energy use. Bye.